Now to a major moment in space exploration. In just under 36 hours, NASA is set to launch Artemis II, sending astronauts around the moon for the first time in more than 50 years.
Super exciting time, and it's a critical step towards returning humans to the lunar surface and eventually heading to the red planet Mars. Joining us this morning live from the Kennedy Space Center is NASA scientist Dr. Lori Glaze. Thank you so much, Dr. Glaze, for spending some time with us dark and early right now. For viewers just waking up, how big of a moment is Artemis II, and why is this mission so important right now?
This mission is historic. It is going to be incredible. We are, as you said, going to be launching 4 astronauts out and around the moon. It's the first time we've sent crew to the moon in over 50 years. Since 1972 was the last time, the last Apollo mission. So it's incredibly historic. It's going to be an amazing mission. We're going to test out all of our new systems. It's going to be historic, and it's going to be the first critical step that we need before we can start building our moon base.
Yeah, you said it. What a moment this is. Can you walk us through the mission? Where exactly are these astronauts going, and what does the 10-day journey look like?
It's going to be a really cool 10-day journey. There's a lot packed in there. We are hoping to launch tomorrow evening if the weather holds. And then they'll go into a 24-hour orbit around Earth. And that's really because this is a test flight. We want to test out all of the systems, especially environmental control and life support systems inside of our Orion crew module. All the things that keep our crew safe and healthy. We're going to do a 24-hour orbit, and that'll let us check out all of those systems. And after that 24 hours, assuming everything's working well, we'll do an engine burn, and that will set them off on a trajectory to go out around the moon and then use the moon's gravity to sling us back. It'll take about 4 days to get out to the moon, and then they'll fly around the far side of the moon. They'll get to make observations of the far side with using their own human eyes. If we hit the right window tomorrow, they'll actually travel farther than any human has ever traveled from Earth. They'll break the record from Apollo. And then after flying around the far side, about another 4 days back to Earth, and then they'll splash down in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Diego.
And that'll be the 10 days. So this is a test flight. You just mentioned that, Dr. Glaze. So what are the most important things that NASA needs to learn before sending astronauts back to actually land on the moon again?
One of the most important things we're doing here is really testing those life support systems inside the crew module. We'll be sending the first time crew, humans, inside the Orion crew module. There's 4 of them. It's kind of a small space. We got to make sure that they've got plenty of oxygen, and that when they breathe out carbon dioxide, that gets taken out of the crew module, and keep them healthy, make sure they've got what they need, everything works okay, keep them comfortable through that time frame. So that's the most important thing we're testing.
Sure.
But they're also going to be doing a bunch of scientific experiments while they're on board. They're going to be very busy the whole 10 days. We've got a bunch of health and medical type experiments on board. Some of them, they'll be the scientists performing the experiments. Some of them, they're the subjects. We'll be studying how their bodies respond and react in space. They'll be taking lots of observations of the lunar far side of the moon. They'll be able to see things that even the Apollo astronauts didn't see when they flew around the far side. So it'll be pretty historic.
Okay, I've got to ask, because we have this diverse, historic crew on this mission. And one member specifically, Mission Commander Reed Weissman, he's a native here to our area. He's from Baltimore County. What stands out to you about the team and their preparation? Anything you can share with us?
This team was selected about 3 years ago, and they've been training together for 3 years. They are like a family. You can hear them talk to each other, and they talk about their training and about how much they've lived and worked together. So they really get along very, very well, and it's an amazing team. You mentioned Reed, of course, a Baltimore native. He's our commander. Our pilot for this mission is Victor Glover. He's also, both of them are veterans of the space station. Our mission specialist is Christina Cook, and she actually holds the record for the longest time in space on a single mission for a woman, 328 days. She was also a participant in the very first all-female spacewalk. So she's quite amazing. She's incredible. And then our 4th crew member is Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen, and he's a rookie. This will be his first flight into space. He'll also be the first non-U.S. citizen to ever go beyond Earth orbit.
We could talk to you all day. My goodness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sadly, we do have to end it there, but we really appreciate your time. We'll be watching and covering this historic mission. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's Dr. Lori Glaze with NASA, live from the Kennedy Space Center this morning. All righty.